Go ahead and cover your cookie sheet with 1 or 2 coats of your black spray paint. Next, you will want to Google a play scheme or decide what kind of play or football scheme it is that you want to use on your magnetic board. Once you figure out what scheme you're going to use or what play you're going to use, you're going to take a paintbrush and some acrylic white paint and begin to just paint the design onto the board. Once you figure out what scheme you're going to use, you just want to begin to paint it onto your board. You want to let your cookie sheet at least dry, depending on what kind of paint you use. Ours was a fast drying paint. It said it dried in about 10 minutes. So ours is pretty much dry to the touch, and we just started to use the white acrylic paint in the paintbrush and just painting the football scheme or football play onto the cookie sheet. Once you get done, you're going to end up with something like this. You can either choose to go on Google and find a play like we did, or you can just go ahead and create one, a bunch of X's and O's, or if you have a football fan in your life and they know one of their own, then just help them to draw out a football play so that you can hang it up on the board. If you wanted to, you could have just put some chalkboard paint down and did it with chalk, but we like the idea of just painting it on there so that we wouldn't have to worry about it, you know, it's fading or disappearing or anything like that. Now at this point, if you wanted to, you can go over it with a clear gloss, but we're actually going to just leave it matte because we really like that matte chalkboard type of look. So if you're going to do a flat matte spray paint like we did, then by all means it'll give it a more authentic look. So once your cookie sheet has had enough time to dry, the next thing you want to do is just add some magnets and some kind of little features to decorate it, to give it that football-esque feel. So what I went ahead and done was added some felt. This is from the felt pennant, and this is just a little football that I cut out of the pennant, and I purchased these from Party City. Okay, cut that out, and then on the back of it is a magnet. Okay, so you just stick the magnet to the item that you're going to be using, and you just simply stick it to the board. Now the magnets look like this, and they come with a little white backing you peel off and stick it to the back of whichever item. If you want to give it a little more adhesion, you could just simply take this and add some glue to it and then, you know, press it down on there. But the adhesive that it already comes with does pretty good. I also went online and printed out a football, and then with that I just added some Mod Podge gloss and added the magnet to the back of the football. Now this is the Mod Podge that I use. This one is actually the gloss luster finish. I purchased this for Michael's. It's something I've always had, so I've been having this for a while. And then what I did was use a craft sponge like this. I think these cost like 25 cents for Michael's, and just simply painted that across the football like this. Okay, let that dry so it'll give it texture and shine and protects it a little more, because when you print it offline it's just going to be dull and simple like this, and it's easy for the kids to tear it up that way. The idea for the board is not just for decoration by, you know, you can definitely just sit this on the wall for decoration if you wanted to, but because you have the magnets, it is so that you can stick sticky notes, any different kind of love notes, maybe remind the children to clean up the playroom or their bedroom, wherever you're going to use this at, just different things, getting them accustomed to looking for messages from you or dad in their room or in their special area. Also, if you wanted to, you could just put up maybe like some sight words if your children are learning how to read and you want to get them to constantly look at a word for the week, or, you know, for a couple days, or a certain letter or something like that. This is a really good product that you could use, or item that you could use to help them with sight words or different things like that. So, you know, it does have a use outside of being decorative. You can use it as an educational tool as well. Just do it in a fun manner. But I hope this helped you dolls and gives you some kind of inspiration for a unisex room. And also, I did create the little pom-pom that I'll probably put on a shelf on a wall or something like that, just to give the room a little more of that unisex feel. Until next time, dolls, have a gorgeous day. Smooches. Bye.